Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Tom Stewart here, Smart Business Moves. Our guest today is Karina Neff. Hey, Karina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Starting the week off right. Hey, Liz.
Hello.
You were getting some performance-enhancing drugs?
Yeah. Yes, that's why you saw me racing in here at the last second.
Well, I've got my coffee here, so I guess there's various varieties of that, right?
Well, I'm thinking my mango bubbly. You guys that like LaCroix, bubbly is really good too. It's cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the apple. Oh, it's just really hard to find. Everybody must love it because you can hardly ever get it. Dang it, I want apple.
Oh, Karina is chair of the ARCC Convention Committee, and she has some unique challenges during this unprecedented time to pull off a meaningful convention during a COVID-19 world. But they're doing some really innovative things that are going to be pretty awesome. And we just wanted to take some time here today and talk about that. Karina's been a guest of the show before, but we can talk a little about her business as well here. She has a residential cleaning division called Maxi Maids and has a commercial division called MGN Commercial Services. And wow, I remember the last time you were on, you were getting some like wacky big contracts on the commercial side. So you're going to have to bring us up to speed on all of that. But before we get too deep, I'm going to take care of the obligatory housekeeping because if we don't, I'll forget it. Karina's today. Tomorrow, Perry Tate's going to be with us, and this is kind of like a encore performance. Perry was on last week, Wednesday maybe, Tuesday. Can't remember.
I want to say Wednesday, right before On the Spot.
Perry owns a manufacturing company. It makes an assortment of things for the cleaning industry. A lot of them in the window side, but he's got some special things that have particular value in a COVID-19 world. He lives in China. His company, his manufacturing facilities are in China. He's from Australia, sells his products in the United States and a few other places. And I don't know, how would you say it? It was informative and entertaining.
It was awesome. And people were still chatting about it afterwards, right? I just couldn't let it go.
We were winding down to the end, and everybody was jumping into chat. It's like, get Perry back, get Perry back. Don't let Perry, we're not done with Perry yet. So yeah, this is phase 2 of Perry.
Hey, Marla. Yeah, he was really informative. And the thing that I was kind of surprised about, I didn't think I would be really all that interested in what's going on in China. That had me mesmerized. How I knew I would care about the COVID piece, but I didn't know about a lot of just the basic living situation in China, the way they have to have their phones. And, a lot of that stuff was like, wow, my whole brain had to adjust. Yeah. It was really interesting.
And he started off, it was dark because he lives in Shanghai, and we started at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's 5 a.m. his time. And by the time we got to 6 o'clock, the sun had come up, and he he says they have compounds all over the place. And he lives in a compound. It's like 9 big buildings. And he's on the 29th floor. And it's just, like being in downtown Manhattan. It's crazy.
Beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful.
Wednesday, Don Finn's going to be joining us. He's my favorite attorney. And I guess once you're always an attorney, but you want to share with us, Liz, what Don's going to be talking about?
Well, I asked Don what he would like to talk about. He gave me a couple of topics. And then he said, and I said, okay, well, both of those sound good. And he said, well, I'm doing how to show up in a time of crisis. I just decided that's what we need. That's what we're talking about. I was like, well, all righty then. So he's going to talk to us about how, when he's talking about how to show up, he means how to present ourselves in a COVID world. What do you need the people in your organization to see? Your employees, your clients, all of the people that you're doing business with. What do you need people to see? And I was like, well, that does sound like a great topic right now. And I actually think it's even more timely right now because a lot of people are beginning to be lax and not be paying attention and not doing the things that they really probably should be doing to be given the impression that they need to be giving. So, hey, Leslie. So I think it's very timely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, he used to be a plaintiff's attorney. He made his living suing companies like ours on behalf of disgruntled employees. And one day woke up and decided he just didn't want to do that anymore and started a HR business, basically helping companies like ours learn how to do things in a way where we don't get sued.
Right.
And he's dynamic.
Well,
he's a speaker.
Yeah, I was going to a live session. He's one of our, Don Finn has been phenomenal for the association. He's actually one of the live sessions on Thursday, and his session is managing the emotional energy of leadership and engagement. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, me too. That does sound good. Last week, I believe it was Paul Freed commented on having a fire. I think he said he had to fire 2 people because they weren't wearing their PPE. And he took a lot of flack for that. It was in the ARCSI group, the ARCSI Facebook group. And he took quite a bit of flack for that. I was like, wow. And that made me think, I'm really glad that Don is coming on because I have a feeling Don's going to be saying something along those lines that we have to be more strict, not less strict.
Right.
I saw that he posted that, and I was thinking, well, that's awesome. Good for him. I didn't read all the detail. Why would? Yeah. What was the nature of the flack? You got me curious.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, you can pull it up and see. I can't even remember what it was because it was just so like, what's going on right here? Oh, I think people were saying it was too extreme. That's a little extreme,
like the 3 warnings and a written warning and a verbal and the process which you.
And knowing Paul, he's not just going to
randomly
get himself. Right. Yeah, he's not just like I hate your guts, I'm firing you.
One of these things where if you shouldn't have to wear a mask if you don't want to type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that somebody's mask slipped below their nose for a second. He's like, "Oh, you're fired." But
no, right.
But people were,
He wouldn't do that.
Hey, Bridget. So
Thursday night, our rapid fire Q&A session. Liz, you got a hint for us for who our guest is going to be Thursday?
So I have a simple hint today. My hint is that this person used to be, or he, because I already gave that clue away, he used to be in real estate. That's what he did before he started, directly before he got into house cleaning. He said he suspended the 2 for 2 weeks. Oh, I thought he said he fired them. Maybe it was suspended. Okay. And gosh, I guess maybe I thought it was fired because people were coming back with that it was too extreme. So I'm not sure. Somebody else probably in that group said that they fired someone. Anyway, thank you, Marlo, for looking that up.
Karina, before we get too deep into our discussion today, you want to take a little bit and tell us about yourself and your companies?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So I am the co-founder and CEO of MGN Commercial Services and MaxiMaids. MaxiMaids was founded by my mother in 1989, and I took over about 2011, 2012. I founded MGN Commercial Services, which is a commercial services, commercial cleaning company. We actually have, last time I was on here, we're talking about business development and networking and the things to get involved and being uncomfortable with being comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I actively seek out opportunities. And one of the things that brought to my attention was an event that Clark Construction was doing through the chamber that I'm heavily involved in. And so Clark Construction, I don't know if you guys know, but has been tasked to do the Amazon headquarters too here in Virginia. So they did an outreach event, a virtual event for vendors. And through that, I learned about their SPP program, which is a strategic partnership program you have to apply for, which basically they kind of take you under their wing and they mentor you for a whole year. And they just kind of pour into you, getting you ready to be part of their bidding process. So I was accepted, which is amazing, huge.
Yay!
And now,
Congrats.
yeah, huge. So now I've been getting a lot of RFPs, trying to just get all my ducks in a row and trying to really maximize these opportunities that are just flooding through our doors gratefully. So that's kind of where we are. I always try to tell people these opportunities will present themselves to you, but you really have to be willing and be in the right mindset to go after them. So we're so grateful for that.
And a lot of times you have to be in the right mindset to even recognize that they're opportunities, right?
Right.
So many people don't see opportunities as opportunities. They see them as, oh, are you kidding me? That's too hard. I don't do that. That's not, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm so grateful that they saw something in me that they accepted me into their program. I've learned so much already. It's every Wednesday evenings for a whole year. And then on every other once a month, we do like a lunch and learn. It's a lot of time, but also I just feel like you have to invest in yourself and you have to invest in your business. And this is one of those things that leads really nicely into the conference, because these are the type of things that we're talking about, like always invest in yourself and invest in your business.
Awesome.
That is a good segue. So you are chairman of the convention committee for ARCSI, and you agreed to accept that role, I guess, a year or so ago, before you didn't know then what you know now.
No.
So,
So what were you thinking, Karina? I'm just curious. What was your...
So Marlo's always done it for so many years, and I'm telling you, it was hard to take over after Marlo because she's phenomenal. I know Marlo's on here, so I got to give her some love. But when I was asked to do it, I wasn't asked. The whole committee was asked if they wanted to get involved, and I am very passionate about getting involved with other members. So I said, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to do it. So this was, I want to say, January. No, I think it was like way before. Like COVID wasn't even in existence.
It wasn't a thing yet.
It was not a thing. And then we just kind of got punch after punch after punch. And Erin and I have this new appreciation for Erin, because she really has been so amazing about just rolling with the punches, man, and just keep it. Because first, it was, we were going to do it in Chicago, then postponed. Then yes, Chicago. Then no, Chicago. Let's go to Vegas. Then yes, Vegas. Then no, let's do virtual. So really fine. We're still so excited, and we really are. I'm still very excited. Erin's still really pumped. Everyone that's involved is really excited because we're giving value to the members. We're giving value to business owners who are really struggling right now and really need this pickup and really need to spend time with other like-minded business owners and rally and say, hey, you know what? You can do it. I can do it. Let's do this.
Yeah. I know it's hard for people to wrap their minds around the idea of a virtual convention now. They can't like really comprehend what it's going to be like. And yes, Leslie, it's virtual now. And so this I think is a really good example right here. This is Leslie that we talk to like on a daily basis. She's on the show. I feel like we talk about it. And I'm sure that you believe, Karina, that there's just been a ton of marketing, etc. And then we have somebody that is really plugged in that still didn't even know. Right. And so we're
all pouring into this. We're all really excited about it. Erin and I are just really, really, the committee is pouring into it. Liz, you've been so gracious with us, helping us every step of the way. We're really, really excited about it. And we're really optimistic and positive about it, because I know, like you said, it's about your mindset. And if you go in thinking, it's not the same and I'm not going to get the same, then yeah, you're not. But if you go in thinking, hey, what can I do? How can I make this work? Then it's going to be a good experience for you. So I encourage you to really get your positive hat on and go in there with a positive viewpoint and just really absorb all the information that's laid out for you.
Well, I used to go to the ISSA convention before ARCSI was ARCSI. I was there as a distributor. This was before they even let building service contractors and cleaning companies be members. So I'm going to go back probably 18 years or so, and I've never missed a convention. And I understand what, a physical ISSA/ARCSI convention is. Not sure what a virtual convention is. Can you guys just kind of explain what it is and how it works?
Sure. So it's basically a hybrid of a lot of things. So we're doing on-demand sessions, which means that some sessions have been taped and you'll have access to them in a library until March of 2021. And Erin's on here, so she can always correct me if I'm wrong. And there's sessions from Alonzo, Kirk Kempton, Carrie Knight, Kedma O, Arjit Patel, Debbie Sardone, to name a few, right? And so those sessions are available to you whenever you want to view them, right? And then there's another option, which is the live session, which we're graciously honored by Liz. She's doing one of the live sessions, which means that they're doing it in real time. So they'll be going live just like this. And we have 4 of those sessions. So it's Liz, Don Finn, Carrie Knight, and who's my Monday? Brandon. So Brandon's my Monday. Okay. So then we also have the socials, which I really love. And that's what we all love, right? We love socializing. We love networking. And we have 2 aspects of those things. We have a coffee session in the morning, which we've all outlined those days. In the morning on Monday, it's Elena and myself. On Tuesday morning, it's Carrie. Wednesday morning, I think it's Alonzo. Yeah, it's Alonzo and Liz. Yeah. Yep. And then Thursday is another one of the residential cleaning council. We haven't decided yet. Now on Monday night, we're doing a quarantini, which is basically we're all getting a cocktail and we're sitting in front of our screens and just chatting away with RJ and his pals, sharing stories, laughing, crying, whatever it is that we want to do, and just hanging out. I mean, it's very casual, very fun. We're trying to just keep it light. He's going to stream in. He's going to be actually going with a buddy. We always talk about these relationships, right? So he's going to a beach house for the week with a bunch of his buddies from ARCSI, and they're going to be streaming in. I'm going to host it. And we're just going to laugh and hang out and have fun. I mean, what's more fun than drinking martinis and wine and liquor?
And that's Monday night. What time is that, Karina?
Monday night. So Monday we're doing it, I want to say 7 o'clock. It is 7 o'clock. And
now, is that Central?
It's Central time. Thanks, Liz. Okay. Yeah, everything is Central time.
And what are these dates?
So it's November 16th through the 19th.
Okay.
Oh, Brandon is with Carrie on Tuesday in the morning. For the what's it called? Coffee chat or
morning
something?
Coffee and networking.
Morning coffee networking.
We should have come up with a better, like a little fun word, but I'll think of it. Coffee and chatting or something.
Yeah.
What else? So I can go through there's a lot of things that we really specifically thought about, and the people that we really try to be strategic about bringing. Every time, Liz, you ask me if I want to come on here, I'm always like, absolutely. I love it because I love your energy and I can feel your energy. And for me, it was a no-brainer to have you be one of the live sessions because you can feel your energy and you can feel you're just.
I'm going to have to stand or something. Yeah.
You're going to have to come out like rolling in music.
Yeah. I don't know.
But so we really, really tried to be very strategic about the people we chose for live. And so you, Carrie, Brandon, Don Finn, all have been specifically selected for live sessions. Brandon's session is awesome. What we're doing there is everyone that's attending the conference will get a workbook and they will have a working session with him after his session. So he'll basically talk to you for the first hour. And then you'll break out into grooms and you'll do actual workshops. So you'll do tangible things for your business and you'll apply them to your business and you'll walk away with something. So that's really exciting. We've never done anything like that before. We're super, super pumped about it. He has a fire energy as well. Liz dribbling in basketball.
That would be really short amount of dribbling. I think I could probably do it twice before the ball goes. All right, so that does sound fun. What about, I think Leslie was asking, what about the roundtables?
Yeah, so we're definitely doing the roundtables. We've got an enormous amount of people that have asked about the roundtables. They're still excited. We're doing that still. They're still there. It's the same type of, we'll start like this, everybody together, and then we'll break out into rooms. If you've attended a town hall via Zoom, it's similar to that. You start off in one room, and then you'll break up based on the table that you've selected. You'll be able to go to all of the tables. We're still dissecting the subjects, but there's also really good ones. That is going to be on Tuesday night from 3. It's an afternoon, so 3 to 5 p.m. for the roundtables.
Is there a screen share or something I could put up, or would you want to?
Yeah,
remember 3 to 5 is Central again. So it's 1 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Mountain, 3 o'clock, and 4 o'clock.
If you got something on your screen, you could share it as well. Whatever.
I was going to pop it up. Yeah, let me see if I can do it without causing a ruckus.
Piece of cake.
We like a little bit of ruckus every now and then, so.
Yeah, ruckus is always welcomed.
Part of that live.
Karen, if I don't know how to share this, and yell at me, but I think I'll be okay.
There was a couple of questions here. Leslie wants to know if the handouts are going to be emailed, and she's volunteering to lead a roundtable.
Oh, Leslie, that's so sweet. Yeah, we're gonna send. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. The handouts will be available for the portal, Karen said, for the show to be registered for attendees. Okay. All right. Can you?
Here we go. Bang.
Okay.
There we go.
Wait, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay. So here it is. So 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Monday is morning coffee and networking. We're doing the virtual welcome and orientation from 10 to 10:30. Oh, I didn't even say this is, oh my gosh, thank God we did this, because we have some killer spotlight speakers. So we have Jeff Henderson, really, really awesome. So Jeff Henderson, 10:30 to 11:30. Then the Conquer Live session I was talking about with Brandon Vaughn and his team. And then Monday we wrap up with our happy hour quarantini with myself and the crew with RJ. Then again, Tuesday we start with morning coffee.
I'm sorry. Karina, I'm gonna admit my ignorance. Jeff Henderson, who is he?
Yeah, Jeff Henderson is actually a celebrity chef. He was in jail for many years, and he came out. He redid his entire life. He has such an inspiring story of just like a comeback story. He's just so interesting, and he's on Monday morning. So we're really excited about him.
Okay. And Brandon Vaughn and team. So yeah, Brandon's going to have some help.
So Brandon Vaughn is part of the Conquer Live, the Conquer team. So they have a bunch of coaches that are actually, I think it's Alonzo and Carrie, a bunch of the members of ARCSI. So they are going to be our leaders in those sessions in the afternoon session. So they'll be breaking out and kind of coach us through the workbook that Brandon's going to provide.
Wow. And so this is going to be really intensive because it's 2.5 hours long. This is not just going to be a little thing. So another thing that I'm seeing on here, Karina, is it looks like people need to treat the virtual event the same as they would a live event. They need to block this off their schedule and don't plan on working and just doing this on the side and having your laptop running on the side while you're over here working on your computer, right?
No. If you're going to participate in this, I really would encourage you to disconnect completely and just dive in on these sessions. We've been hearing with a lot of the things that we developed or implemented, I would say, were based on the feedback that we were getting in the surveys from last year. And a lot of things where we want tangible things. We want to walk away with something that we can actually use in our work, in our businesses. Because a lot of times we go to these conferences and they're fantastic, but we don't have actual things that we can put into our business, or we get back and then we just forget to implement. So the session on Monday is really, really specifically for that. It's going to start off with a session with Brandon, and then it's going to work afterwards. We're going to do workshops. So we're going to do actual tools. We're going to give you tools to apply to your business with a workbook. And it's going to be really intensive, and it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be super beneficial for a business owner in any stage of growth.
I've heard so many good things about this. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Super excited about this. I think that even if this is all people can do, it's going to be worth this little tiny fee that is being charged for the convention this year, right? No travel. What's the fee? $149, I think.
I think it's $179, right?
$179. Oh my gosh, and $30 more. Ooh. Crimes, right? And not that I'm saying that everybody and their brother just has an extra, couple $100 laying around. I know that that's not true, and a lot of people really need to be careful with how they spend their money. But it's a 4-day event for less than 3-day event. A 3-day event for less than $200 and
16, 17, 18, 19. That's 4 days.
4 days.
All right. So I thought it was only going through Wednesday.
No, Thursday. Even better. You get a 4th day.
Yeah. I thought it was 4 days, but then I only saw through Wednesday here. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I get that wrong?
I didn't scroll down.
All right. So it is 4 days. Good to know. And then, it'll probably need to be just a little bit bigger. I can't see it anymore. 4 days for less than $200, no travel. You're not going to have to pay extra for food. All of you out there, all you women out there that normally have to go and get your nails done and get new clothes and get your hair done, none of that, y'all. Nobody's going to be able to tell any of that stuff. So you're going to be able to save a lot of money and have a really great event.
Absolutely. And not only that, but you're able to invest in your team members. So managers or supervisors or people that normally wouldn't be able to make that trip with you to Chicago or to Vegas. Now they're able to carve out some time and sit with you and watch this either together or in their desk and really go above and beyond for them, because I really believe in empowering your team. And so this is an opportunity to do that. Give them the tools also to get involved in your business and to get involved with tools that will make your business grow to the next level.
There's a lot of unique stuff about this unprecedented event that we're talking about here. But the idea of being able to get more people in your organization to participate is definitely an opportunity. Erin's got the pricing up here. It's $199 for non-members. For additional people from your company, are there package pricing for that? How does that work?
I have to ask Erin about that. I don't know if we have a set package pricing. I'm sure we can do something. It's not something we've discussed. Erin, if you can chime in, that would be great. But I'm really looking forward to having my supervisors sit in on this, and to kind of, even if it's just 1 or 2 sessions, just letting them be outside of our normal box and letting them see where kind of the visionary comes from, right? Because they're day to day, they're the labor, they're just like grinding day in and day out. And I'm so eager to sit down with them, have a cup of coffee and watch this with them and get them involved and pour into them, because I believe if they can see your vision, then they will help you get there.
Well, one thing that I really like about this too is we are going to have access to all of this through March, like you said. And there's no reason why we can't have a weekly meeting with our leadership team and show them some of these leadership materials and information and build them up while we are building up our businesses. This isn't just this doesn't have to be a 1-day thing or a 4-day thing or however many days. This can be months long that we're going to have this opportunity. So I'm also really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So that's why we sprinkled in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, right? So the live sessions are, like it says, live. They're meant to be at that moment to get you to pour into your business. The on-demand sessions are for when you have time to really sit down and give it a little bit more, or bring someone else in, or if you want to rewind and repeat something and share and go over again. It's just giving you a little bit of everything here. And so we're really, really looking forward to it, because we're hitting all of the boxes for people that may not be able to do the whole 9 to 9 p.m., you know, or they can do spreading it out, like you said, sitting with your team members, or tasking a team member to watch one of the on-demand sessions and say, hey, why don't you watch this, report back to me, let's share what we thought, our takeaways, the biggest points that we brought from this. It's really, really awesome. And the speakers are really great. So we're really excited to be able to bring both the live and the networking and the on-demand sessions.
Will this material be available for replays, like after the fact? Can we go back and look at these presentations again? If we
will? Through March. That's
right.
What we were talking about.
Okay. All the way through March. Okay.
Yeah. What about the lives? Will they be recorded, Karina?
I think the lives are also recorded. We are using a platform through ISSA, so I would say that they are going to be recorded and then will be available just like the on-demand sessions.
So there's even more tracks than what we're looking at here. Because track infection prevention and control tracks. So
and I definitely want you to let's go ahead and go through the schedule here. But I also really would like it, Karina, if you could show us the online portal. I know a lot of times people struggle with the portal, and so knowing how to do that this time would be great. But let's go over the rest of the schedule. I think that's really interesting. You got a lot of good stuff on here.
If you think about this, though, one of the challenges with a live convention is a lot of times there's 3 things going on at the same time.
Yes.
You can't do one. You can do all 3 here because you've got months afterwards to take advantage and see the presentations.
And that's what I always say. Like I always knew that I wanted to go the commercial route. That's where I knew that we were headed. So last time I went to the show, I couldn't attend all the tracks because I was heavily involved with our ARCSI and I didn't have the time. But now, because of the on-demand sessions, the way that we've laid it out, I can do it on my own time. And I have access to 8 or 9 different tracks. I mean, there's a plethora of information that are provided within each track. And then the spotlight speakers and the trade show floor. I mean, there's just so much stuff that's available for what we're really talking about. It's so much stuff.
Well, pull the schedule back up again. I didn't see anything about the trade show floor yet. So, we'll have you talk about that a little bit too. And
okay. All right. Can you guys see it or no?
Not yet.
Okay. You need to hit the share screen button again.
Okay. Of course, my computer is so slow today. No big deal.
Here we go.
Okay. Alrighty. So Tuesday, again, I think we covered everything on Monday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So Tuesday, again, we're doing the morning coffee, which another thing about this is if you as a business owner have always wanted to ask Carrie something, or Elena, or Alonzo, or Liz, this is your opportunity to come in and ask them. Say, hey, I'm doing XYZ. Liz, what do you think? Do you think that I'm on the right track? What would you do? I've got a question. I mean, there's so many people that have gone on the message board in the ARCSI group page. Constant feedback. It's a place where we share ideas. We discuss things like we started off with the Paul subject. This is your opportunity if you want to ask one of us or another member, just hear what they're doing, what worked for them during COVID or now, or how they're prepping. This is your chance. So I love that we've made these morning sessions available to everybody, but also highlighted somebody that's going to be there. So if you've always been dying to speak with Carrie, you really enjoyed her topics, this is your chance to go in and have, morning coffee with her.
And I think Carrie is going to be with Brandon that day after just having done the workshop the night before. So any questions that you still have, you'll be able to get addressed also with Brandon. So,
exactly. Yep. So then the 10 to 11 is with Sarah Thomas. So Sarah Thomas is the first female NFL official. So it's huge, girl power. I mean, super empowering. I've been following her career as well. It's just, it's awesome to see these powerful women take a stance in their industries. And we're grateful to be able to have her and just kind of hear her as a spotlight speaker as well. So that's on Tuesday from 10 to 11. Now, the 1:30 session is also super, super, super excited about. So what we did here, Carrie's going to be leading it, and it's Carrie, RJ, and Gosha. I don't know if you guys have been following RJ and Gosha, but they've really just catapulted through this whole situation. I mean, they have been just killing it. Really, really leaders in the space, and just taking a situation, hence COVID, and just really shifted in a different direction and just been really successful at it. So what we're doing in that session is we're basically picking Carrie, RJ, and Gosha's brain and seeing how many, basically like a crash course, like what would you do during your 30 days of COVID? And so they'll dissect that and share with us. And it's almost like an interview. And so we'll touch on what they said, and then Carrie will also dissect it. So it's going to be a lot of really good information just to kind of see where their brains were at when they decided to shift, being vulnerable, being fearless. Just, I'm really, really excited about that. That was one of the sessions that we developed with Erin and Carrie. And so we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really powerful session. That's on Tuesday from 1:30 to 2:30.
I'm looking forward to that too. That's going to be a little bit different than what we have, than what we're used to seeing. That we can really do well in this on this format too. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to it. So then Tuesday is always a crowd favorite. It's the roundtable event, 3 to 5 p.m. Again, it's all Central Time, so make a note of that. It's going to be our roundtables. We've got a really good lineup as well. We're just ironing the last details. Once we have those details, we'll post them. So many great people have graciously volunteered to help us with the roundtable. Again, everybody that's involved, and I know, Liz, you can speak to this, is just been so passionate about helping business owners. Really, really excited to give back to small business owners, specifically in the residential cleaning space, and help them, give them resources and empower them and uplift them. And so really all of these speakers are high energy, very positive leaders in the space. So excited about the roundtables. As always, it's always a crowd favorite. So we're going to post that soon, but that's on Tuesday, Central Time, 3 to 5 p.m.
So that's 4 to 6 Eastern.
Yes.
And one of the things I really love about the virtual roundtable event is how many times have you been at a roundtable and somebody says, I do this, I do that, I do this, and you just can't picture it. You're like, okay, that sounds cool, but I would love to be able to see it. They will be able to show you exactly what they do. You're wanting to see their form that they use, their documents, their files. Yeah, they can just pull them up on the screen for you. Yeah, I think that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I always love the roundtables. I think it's just a different energy, and it's a different, I don't know, it's like, it's very social, but it's also very business. You don't get that in a lot of places. So I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be such a fun one. So again, we'll post the subjects here shortly and have everyone see who's involved with those roundtables. And then Wednesday, we have none other than Liz and Alonso for the morning talk, 9:30 to 10. Again, if you've been dying to talk to Liz or Alonso, if you have something to share with them or pick their brain or just kind of want to share a morning, this is your opportunity to do so. There is no format. There's no rules. Just come in with a cup of coffee. You could listen, you can talk, you can do whatever. It's very, very casual. We're just wanting to give you an opportunity to come to a space in the morning, start your morning off right with the right mindset, go in with a positive attitude, and connect with other business owners. So that one's really awesome. Now, 10 to 11 is none other than, I mean, if you don't know who Patty Ollinger is, I feel like she's just everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see Patty Ollinger it's crazy. So we're doing a special panel, of course, COVID-19. Where do we go from here? The moderator is Patty Ollinger. She is the GBAC executive. The other panelists are Carolyn Berland, Gavin McGregor Skinner, who works closely with Patty Ollinger. That's another panel you really don't want to miss. They are going to be talking about COVID, things that probably lessons learned, looking into the future. Every time I hear them speak, it's always, they just bring something new. And so I'm really looking forward to that as well. They've learned so much, and they are also another association that are just exploding right now. I mean, they are just killing it. And it's just so inspiring to see all the things that they are doing. They're so busy. They're making such an impact with the different certifications, accreditations. I mean, they are rolling. So, and then of course we save the best for last. And well, okay, so this is funny, Liz. You sent this subject
before COVID.
Isn't that funny?
Before anybody even had a clue about COVID. I know. So when COVID hit, I was like, wow, I don't know. Like in May, I was thinking, I don't know if my topic is still going to be timely. People will already have been, surviving tough times. So but
this is perfect.
Yeah,
I love this. I love being around you. I love hearing you on the phone. I love hearing you in video. I love it. So 11:30 to 12:30, you do not want to miss it. Again, Liz had picked out this topic well before any of this. And so this was a no-brainer for her.
You had a premonition, didn't you?
Yes. I think I was.
Liz is clairvoyant.
Yes.
It was bizarre.
So we are going to finish the day with Liz that day, live session from 11 to 30. Again, it's Central Time. You don't want to miss that session. Liz is always just such a pleasure to watch, hear from. So we're really excited about that.
Now, I'm just going to get off this Facebook Live with this huge head, right?
I know. I feel like I have to give Tom some love. I've been like just going on and on about this.
Good for Liz. She's earned it. She deserves that.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Tom. Boy, now
you're
gonna have to stop now, y'all, because I got to get through my door at the end of the day here.
You are really a talent and an awesome platform performer, and you bring your best stuff to ARCSI. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean,
all of these people do.
60 some odd days of the year is kind of hit and miss, but you bring your best stuff to ARCSI.
And you know what it is, too? I feel like Liz really has a genuine care for the people that she serves. I think that it translates so well. Every time I speak to you, Liz, every time I see you on screen, it's just, you can tell that you genuinely feel for the person that you're helping, that you want to see them succeed. And it's not just for you, or it's not just to push your platform. It is coming through the screen. And that is very hard to accomplish behind a computer screen. So I'm a huge fan of Liz Trotter.
Well, thank you, Karina. I do think that that's something that every presenter has in common at this event. Everybody is really they're all the type of people that like to pour in. They enjoy it. They get filled up by pouring in. So really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And then Thursday, we have another coffee session with the Residential Cleaning Council. I'm not sure if it's going to be Ryan, Jess. We're still nailing down those details. But somebody from the council will be there, or maybe myself. Again, I always love to socialize. So it may be me on Thursday again. And then 2:30 to 3:30, like I said, we've been so blessed by Don Finn and his involvement with the association, constantly willing to help the members. So we're so pumped to have him as the live session, closing out the show with managing the emotional energy of leadership and engagement. That's 2:30 to 3:30 on November the 19th. That's the last day. Again, it's Central Time, so make sure you write that down somewhere. 2:30, 3:30, Dawn Finn is closing out the show for our live sessions. Then we have another ISSA Spotlight speaker. This is like very hush-hush right now. We have someone, we can't announce it yet. It's going to be a big one, but we're still ironing out the details. We can't share just yet, but this is a really big one. We're excited about it.
You got to give us a hint, something. Because
Liz, this speaker is expensive. That's what I'm going to tell you. This speaker is expensive, and that's why nobody can talk about it yet. Okay. It's a money thing.
Yeah, we're trying to. Bless Erin. Every time I'm always asking her all these questions. She's like, I know, I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm like, so we're all really excited about it. So this is a good one. It's a really good one. You're going to be pleased.
Erin's like, shut up, you guys. Stop talking about it.
I mean, we do hints for the secret guest on the spot. Is there anything more secret than that?
I'm thinking this might be a little bit more.
More secret? Wow, this is a big deal. Big deal.
Yeah, this is a good one. So then Thursday, 4:45 to 5, again, Central. It's like a broken record, but I got to say it. Innovation of the Year Awards. So that is closing out the show. Again, all of the on-demand sessions are going to be available in the library until 2021. So March 2021, that's next year, you'll have access to all of this stuff, on-demand sessions, all the tracks. It's going to be, these are all of them. Okay, so Liz, can you read all these for me or no? Because I feel like I'm talking so much.
Let's just put them up on the screen because I don't want to go over every single one of them because I do want to get to how is the trade show going to work, Karina, and I would love to have you show us the portal. So hopefully you guys can read this. I'm just on my little tiny laptop and I can read it. So you guys can see that these are all people that are going to be bringing amazing information. None of these people ever lets us down in any way, shape, or form, and we just have access for months. On top of that,
available anywhere else? Is this something we should put in the Smart Business Moves resource? Page as a download?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure, you can. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. What makes more sense right now, Karina, to walk us through the portal or to talk about the
trade show?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the trade show because I think that's a huge part of it. And hold on.
And I think people are really confused as to how is that going to work. So.
All right. Yeah. So Brandon's on here. That's exciting. Hey, Brandon. So Brandon's going to be one of our awesome Conquer Live. That's the workshop we're talking about on Monday. So excited for that. I had the pleasure of meeting Brandon and just fire, just awesome. Really looking forward. That sets the bar so high on Monday. So we're really looking forward to that one. So the way the trade show floor is going to work is ARCSI and ISSA have a portal or a platform, right? And you have to download that platform where you can go into the trade show floor virtually. You can also go to booths and speak with vendors. So on your own time, you can go out and seek them, set appointments with them. We are going to do a kind of like
something you can share, Karina?
Right now we haven't gotten the actual layout, but it's going to work similar to the My Show Planner app that we've had in the past. It kind of works like that, and we're going to be able to go in and look at these exhibits, and we're also going to be able to engage with them. In addition to that, speakers will have booths, so you can also go and see the speaker on the trade show floor. So a lot of cool different things. A lot of times, I don't know about you guys, but when I would go to the trade show floor, there's so many people and you get kind of overwhelmed because you want to talk to the people at Provac or Rubbermaid. And there's just like so many people there. You don't get a chance to, you're standing around and they're just attending one, attending the other, and there's just never an opportunity, or you're trying to go to the next session. But now it's really going to be tailored to your time, and you're going to schedule these times to connect with those vendors and ask the questions that you've been dying to ask, and connect with reps in your area or other put you in the right connection. So that's going to be really unique and different. And I'm really excited about that because I always look for innovation. I look for what is the newest and latest and greatest and the trends. And the trade show floor really is that space. And it lets you see the technology. It lets you see the new supplies. It lets you see all of these things from these high-end, amazing companies. So don't sleep on the trade show floor. I know it's like, sometimes feels like an afterthought, but don't do it this year. Don't do it.
And so the trade show floor, Karina, will it only be available to us on certain days, or how is that going to work?
Yeah, so like the trade show floor in the past, it's been from, I think it opens on a specific day, right? Like a Tuesday to Thursday, I want to say. I'm
thinking Tuesday after 12:30. That's why we shut down early.
Yeah. So it'll be similar to that. It'll open up similar. You'll be able to book the times with the vendors. You'll be able to go to the booths. You'll be able to see the trade show floor. We are going to do a live with Aaron and the platform expert, if you will, of the software. We'll be able to show you guys how to work it, how to book your appointments, and really get comfortable with it. That's when we'll do the portal and how you sign up and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because it's a lot of tech stuff. And I know sometimes we get frustrated when, the link isn't working and it's freezing and we're like, why is this so hard? So we'll have
where's the button? Where do I go? I don't know. Yeah. Or start feeling like we're in a loop or something like that.
Yeah. So you caught me off guard because I have like so many screens open and I was not prepared to share my screen at all. You're like, oh my gosh, you can't see that.
We would have told you in advance, but it's a lot more fun this way.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you really rallied well, though. Most people, we catch them out a little bit better than that, Karina. So,
I have 3 kids. I'm running on fumes. Like I said, the kids are all so sick. I don't know how I'm even having a conversation with you guys. I'm going to literally 2 hours of sleep, but I am rallying because that's who I am. So
I would never be able to tell in a million years. You look like you are well rested, just been hanging out at home, doing nothing, having coffee, waiting for this call.
You're right. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to say I'm so grateful, Tom, that you asked me to, Liz too, come on the show and talk, because we really are so excited about the show. We're pumped for it. We're looking forward to it. We are here to serve the members. And if anyone has any questions or, needs a little bit more detail of anything, please reach out to us. Reach out to me directly, or Liz will be happy to help you. Tom will be happy to help you. Aaron's here to help you. Please, if you're thinking about it or if you're not sure if this is for you, please reach out to any one of us. This really, really is a tool to invest in you as a business leader and for your business itself.
Who isn't this right for, Karina? I'm thinking that this is right for everybody, right? Yeah. I don't think there's a business owner out there. So sometimes, we hear this, we'll hear these whisperings of everything from, I didn't know what to do. I'm a first time attendee and, it was too overwhelming. I just don't know what to do. We're not going to be having that experience today or in this environment. That should be pretty simple to follow along, and there's a pretty easy schedule and there's lots more opportunity there. So we're not going to have that. And then sometimes people get frustrated because, like Tom mentioned earlier, we can't see all of the stuff. We can't go to every session, but now we'll be able to. So that's being addressed. Yeah, totally addressed. Sometimes we've heard mumblings and rumblings of, it's geared towards smaller companies. There's nothing for the bigger companies. but we're really not seeing that this year. There's a lot for the larger companies. So I'm not seeing who this is not for, right? This seems like a perfect event for everybody, and a really good way to get some of the convention experience. My thinking is, especially if you're a first-time attendee. If you've never been to convention, this is your year. Yeah, with the price, exactly. It's a golden chance. I agree, Leslie. And everybody's going to be crying next year.
Well, last year I remember listening to Marcus Sheridan, and I don't know if you saw it, Liz or Tom, but he was amazing. Like, he was just really powerful, high energy, and I really wanted to ask him a question. I wanted to go and ask him and just pick his brain for a minute, but there was a really long line, and I just remember thinking, like, I can't wait in that line. I have to go to something else. But now with these live sessions, you can ask your questions and we'll get to your questions. All of the questions will have a Q&A. We'll get to your questions. If we don't have time at that moment, you'll still get an answer. There will be someone that'll reach out to you, and I will personally guarantee that you will get an answer to your question. That's what this show gives you, is the ability to do it on your time, talk to the people you need to talk to, get in, get what you need, and get out.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's going to be great. Yeah. So I do have to mention one more thing. For everybody that has been to convention in the past, there's one thing that will be missing. So you're going to have to go get this yourself, and that's a bowl of candy. Everybody needs to go out, get themselves a bowl of candy so you can have it on your desk while you're at convention and you're walking the trade show floor. You need to have that candy, right?
Oh, and you know what else you can do? You can make yourself like a sandwich, or you can go out to Subway and get a sandwich and then take another $20 and just rip it up, because that would be what you'd be paying for it if you were buying the show floor.
So true.
Yeah. And maybe you just want to get up extra early and stand in a line outside of your own office for 2 hours waiting for your coffee. Maybe you can
or to go to the bus. You can do that twice a day, once in the morning and again when they get it back from the convention.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we think of all of the awesome things, and the food at home is going to be so much. Not only is it going to be less expensive, but better food. I have gotten some good food at convention before, though, so I don't want to down the food too bad, because I have gotten some good food.
Well, for me, it's like I've been, I'm 5'1", and my husband's here. He's gonna laugh. Sometimes I'm 5'2". I just depends on the day. But so I wear heels to convention, and by the end of the convention, I'm just dying. But I refuse to not wear heels, so that's not a thing. You can't tell me not to wear them. Anyway, now I can be in business casual up here and sweatpants down there.
That's right. We can all be comfy on the bottom.
Who knows, huh?
Yes.
But you know why this is so important? I mean, we all work really, really hard in our businesses and just get consumed with just the day in and day out of the stuff that we think is important. It is important, but we get up early, we stay up late, we burn a ton of calories, and this here is like the little pinch of baking soda that makes the difference between having something great or doorstop. And to be able to do this in the same content really that we would get for a live convention at this price point, making it so easy. You asked the question, who is this not for? I don't know. I guess it's not for somebody who really just doesn't want to maximize the value they can get out of their business. I mean, I see a lot of people who feel like, well, they don't want to make the change. They don't want to make the additional investment. You almost have an obligation to, because you work too hard not to put yourself in a position to get the most value out of your business as you can. And you only need one or two nuggets out of a 4-day event like this to more and help you, get that return out of it. And, I got to admit that I wasn't sure, Karina, if this would be fun or not, but right. You guys are doing, I'm going to pull up, and I'll have a couple beers handy, and, we'll jump right in at the end of the day.
I'm so excited. If I can make a believer out of you, Tom, then I know I'm on the right track.
We're there. I want to show you real quick before we have to go that Aaron dropped this link in the chat. I'm going to drop it again. And this is like all the speakers. And there's other speakers here. I guess they're like highlighting some of the other tracks.
Yeah. That's Sarah Thomas, the one we talked about.
She's a spotlight speaker. She's an NFL coach.
Here's Patty. Okay.
Referee.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. We touched all these. We did.
Yeah. But do we have a link for where people can register, Tom, that we can throw in there?
Oh, this says register. I'm going to just go on a limb here and think that, is this the right one, Aaron? Or do I go to?
I think it's on our page as well. But you can certainly do it through ISSA, I know.
Is it a little bit easier to do it through?
I just have a link she sent me, so I don't know if it's, let me see. Go down. There we go.
On the right.
Find out more. Find out more, maybe?
Here, okay. We need to make that anchor bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right here. There we go. Couldn't be easier.
Yep.
Good. So that everybody can get registered.
There she goes. There's Erin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Erin. That's good. Well, now we have 2 places.
Yep.
We can
pick your flavor.
Register. Yep. All right. Well, I really hope that we have a great turnout too, because I'm going to be at the coffee chat in the morning, and I don't want to just be sitting there. Well, I actually won't be sitting there by myself. Alonzo and I can always fill up a half hour, no problem.
Well, I'm going to be at your session too. I'm going to do all of the morning, even if I'm not a speaker. I'm just going to go in and chat with you guys.
Yeah, I love the idea of the coffee chat, so I'm going to be in there too.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I really appreciate you walking through all this stuff with us, Karina. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be one of those events that some people are going to be like, oh, okay, well, I don't have time. I'm too busy. And they're going to be kicking themselves like crazy while it's going on, and everybody's excited and doing their thing. So you're
going to be like on Facebook and hearing about all the cool stuff that's happening.
Yeah,
and you're going to be there.
That's right. You gotta do it. You gotta invest in yourself. And I would just, one final thought, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna invest in this, have a positive attitude and a positive mindset and go in there and say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna invest in myself, and bring your A game. Don't go in thinking this isn't for me, or what am I doing? This isn't the way we've done it in the past. Like, you just have to be positive and things are gonna work out. I promise you, we are bringing, all of us involved are bringing our A game, all of our passion. We're really here for you.
Karina, thank you so much for joining us and sharing, the details and all the hard work that you and the rest of your committee are putting into this.
Much harder than many years. This has been crazy.
Just a little.
Hard work time. Much appreciated. We'll have to call it a day for today. We're a couple minutes into overtime. Forgive us, but this was worth it. We'll see you tomorrow, 5:00 Eastern. Perry Tate. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.